oh, like you'll figure it out, it's not that bad. No, it's actually really that bad. Hey y'all, welcome back to Made It to Medicine with Vix. That's me. I'm a first year, almost second year medical student at UICOM Chicago. Actually, by the time this video drops, I might actually be a second year medical student. Food for thought. Anyway, so today I'm going to be interviewing several of my classmates, asking them, is medical school really what you thought it was? Is this how you prepared yourself, what you really thought you were dreaming, hoping, and wishing for all of your life? Because I can tell you one thing's for sure, it is not for me. So let's get right on into these interviews of my classmates, and I'll come back with my spiel. Stay tuned. I look like a total child.
Yeah, I think I'm feeling it's the only way to feel that.
I mean, period. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to be. Yes. Yeah.
Right, you've been here for so long.
Oh, look, you're game. What? Oh my gosh, there's so many people out here. So we had a field day to culminate our first year of medical school. It's essentially a day of fun, food, and games. It reminded me of childhood when I would have like fun fair day in elementary school. And this was really representing all of that. Hello. I don't see enough red shirts. What's going on out here? I don't see enough red. What is this? What is this?
My first year of medical school was different than I expected it to be in, I feel like, a lot of different ways. One, I thought that I would have more difficulty like understanding the material, but I think it was because it was stuff that I was really interested in, even though it was a lot of work and a lot to like keep up with and time management wise. I felt like I understood a lot of what we were talking about. So that was a good thing for me. I felt like in that way it was easier than I thought it would be. In other ways, like getting to know people and building connections, that was definitely harder than I thought it would be. And it took me a little while to get into it, but I think now I'm really looking forward to M2 year because now I feel like I have an understanding of how everything works here and I can cut out things that weren't working for me, and I just feel like I have a lot to look forward to.
Hello, this was not at all what I expected. I feel like as far as the content goes, it was a lot easier than I thought it would be, like the literal content. But when it came to my discipline, I was way less disciplined than I thought I would be. But then it's like, I don't know, I put myself in a position where I'm fighting for my life constantly, but it always kind of works out, so then I don't learn my lesson. So I think that's been my biggest challenge and biggest departure from what I thought. And making friends has been really difficult too. It took a long time to get to this point, but now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, we good. And yeah, going into M2, it's like, I'll be fighting for my life a little bit less. And I am surprised by the number of things I've been able to maintain outside of school. I thought it was going to be like lockdown study, 24/7 grind. And I was like, I'm not built like that at all. I'm not built to grind. I'm built for a soft life, fun, hedonism, low key. But I've been able to maintain a lot of that. So it's been a pleasant surprise.
Yes and no, because it's really demanding. Like I feel like it's really hard to keep up with your personal life and med school at the same time. So I did not expect all of that, but I like the school and I knew I was gonna like the school, so yes.
I honestly thought it was going to be hard, and it was hard, but I think it was hard in a different way than I thought. I think it was a lot of like having to remotivate yourself constantly and finding different ways of like finding that motivation, whether it be like small things like patient interactions or just like talking to classmates. So I learned a lot, but glad I made it to the other side and happy to be here.
I thought it was going to be very time consuming, and it turned out to be very time consuming, but I managed to get the hang of it eventually. Hey, no social media.
What you think was gonna be my superstar?
I don't know. I ain't think. I just kind of did it. We just here for the vibes. We just doing it. We did
So
it.
was the vibe what you thought it was gonna be though?
No, it wasn't. But that's how life is. You just constantly, freestyle. You ebb and flow. You roll with the punches. And here we are.
That is such a Darius response. I love it.
Well,
Actually, no, because I thought I wouldn't have a lot of time, and I thought I would be like drowning more in the material. But I feel like once you start, like, I mean, I was initially, but I feel like once you get kind of like the pace of things, I feel like it gets more manageable. Like initially, like, yeah, it's a lot, but then you start developing your own study habits, and I feel like that really helps me like budget my time better, and I feel like that helped me not feel overwhelmed in medical school.
At the end of your first year of medical school, is it everything you thought it was gonna be?
No, but that's okay.
What does that mean?
It's like, I thought I was doing great, like sailing through easy, but no, it was not easy, and that's okay. I appreciate that.
Why do you appreciate it?
I appreciate the struggle because it's taught me a lot. It's brought me down to a level where it's like, yep. It's not like it's kicked me down. Well, it has kicked me down, but I got back up, and that's the important part.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
I just agree with everything that Anna said, for sure.
So what you got to say? What's your take?
It was hard, but it's over, basically. So, on to the next chapter.
Jack was like, that's all I got to say on that. That's that on that.
It actually was. I learned a lot, which I really enjoyed, but it was also just very hard and challenging. Every block that I thought I had under control and like that I conquered, like the next block just got harder. So I think that was unexpected, but I think despite of it all, despite that everything that kind of like went on with me this year, all the barriers that I overcame, like I'm just really proud that I made it through.
Is medical school what you thought it was going to be after your first year?
Yeah, probably more.
And say more. What does that mean?
I enjoyed it. I think I had a lot of fun.
Oh, wow. That's cute.
I think it's everything I thought it would be.
In what way?
It's studying, it's fun, I made friends. It's learning what I wanted to learn, not just like organic chemistry. Yeah, so I think I've had fun.
Thank you. Was your first year of medical school everything you thought, or what?
No. A lot of the stuff that you need to study and learn, I'd say you end up using third-party resources more, not necessarily your professors and the lectures. There's just so much that needs to get distilled down that really helps a lot. The other thing is it's super disorganized, and I think probably all schools are like that, but just like your life is kind of always in flux, and it's hard for people that are commuters or have families to kind of like organize childcare and your travel time and everything like that, because our schedule just changes kind of at a moment's notice, and they expect you to be like at their mercy. So a couple of those things make it a little difficult, but other than that, yeah, it's good. Good times.
All right, so medical school is very, very hard for me this year. Like, it feels like I struggled the entire year from August to June, which is an extremely long time to struggle because you need to adapt every single day at a drop of a hat moment. And I mean, we all talk about being adaptable and being flexible in our applications, but dang, I didn't know I was gonna have to do all of that for so long. People talk about how you should be able to be adjusted by like January after your first semester. Yeah, that wasn't me. We went right into MSK, and that was the hardest block for me of the entire school year, because I also thought I wanted to be an orthopedic surgeon. It was a rude awakening. But I mean, all in all, I think it's nice for people to actually be honest with you about their experiences. In retrospect, it's very easy to say, oh, like, you'll figure it out, it's not that bad. No, it's actually really that bad. I'm not trying to scare you, but I want you to be prepared so that if you're not getting it, it's not you, it's really the system. And we're just little employees that are part of it, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of what we signed up for. Actually, I didn't sign up for this. It just kind of happened. I'm not really sure, but yeah, if I have any other thoughts, I'll be sure to let y'all know. But as of right now, this is not what I thought it was going to be, and I actually wish it were a lot better, but hopefully M2 would be better than M1. But I'm so happy to have M1 year behind me. Yeah. Not you smiling the whole time. Are you? Nolan, cut the tape. Cut the tape, Nolan.